I'm constantly testing and self-experimenting and trying all these new tests. And I did an interesting test a few months ago. It was called a me screen, and it was evaluating my mitochondria. And I had a really interesting chat with a doctor who developed that test afterwards, and was actually shocked at what might seem like a paradoxical approach when it comes to supporting mitochondrial health. But I think this is something that a lot of people in the health world need to hear. He said a lot of people are over optimizing, or actually, the exact word that he used was over hacking, right? For example, the body responds really, really well to about 20 to 25 minutes of red light therapy. And then once you go above that, you can actually create excessive reactive oxygen species that can harm the mitochondria or inhibit the building of new mitochondria. Another example would be, something I also talked about a few minutes ago, oxygen. Yes, using a hyperbaric oxygen chamber, or even, breathing from one of these newfangled oxygen masks when you're exercising is good, but you wouldn't want to do that all day. And you wouldn't necessarily even want to do like an exercise with oxygen session and a hyperbaric session in the same day. That would be considered like over hacking. You can also, of course, stress out the mitochondria from the opposite standpoint, exercising too much, fasting, and having nutrient depletion on too regular of a basis, right? So when it comes to the mitochondria, it's almost like this sweet spot, this Goldilocks zone of not using all these biohacking technologies too much, giving your body good nutrients without excessively fasting, exercising and moving the body without doing it excessively. And it's just like almost anything in nature, and especially the human body. We respond really well to work recovery cycles, to feast fast cycles, to, when you look at some newer forms of cancer management, to pressing and pulsing glucose. So the idea for the mitochondria is to push the body, but not too hard, to put it in as simplistic terminology as possible.